It's a boy. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my WrestleMania 33 predictions. And I haven't done a prediction video in probably a year, so what a great time to do another prediction video for WrestleMania 33. I don't know why I did that. But, yes, this is just a paper of the matches I have written down because I'm not going to remember all of them. So, a lot of people are excited for WrestleMania 33, and yet half the people are disappointed for WrestleMania 33. I'm somewhat excited, mainly for a few matches, but the build-up hasn't really been exciting. Raw did absolutely nothing really big to hype up WrestleMania on Monday. SmackDown, yeah, okay, it was still better than Raw. SmackDown's always better than Raw. Say what you want, it's just what I believe, and a lot of people will probably agree with me. But, SmackDown, I'm looking forward to a few of the SmackDown matches more than the Raw matches. And, one of the Raw matches, which we're going to start right now, is for the Universal Championship. That is Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. And a lot of people are not looking forward to this match. Why? Because of what Brock and Goldberg have done in the past, ever since Goldberg returned. The very short matches they've been having. Being Goldberg facing Kevin Owens too, because that was a short match as well, which a lot of people pretty much knew because Goldberg, we didn't think he was going to be taking a bump. But since Lesnar F5'd him a couple weeks ago, it raises a little hint as maybe the match will actually last longer than a minute, maybe 5 minutes at least. But, yeah, Brock versus Goldberg, I'm enjoying it while it lasts. I mean, Goldberg, he's obviously probably going to retire after WrestleMania because I'm picking Brock Lesnar to win the match. But, yeah, I feel like Goldberg's going to officially retire after WrestleMania, and then he'll probably go into the Hall of Fame next year. So I'm enjoying it while it lasts. I love Goldberg. I love Brock Lesnar. And, I'm not really too excited, but, I'd like to see something new happen at least. So Brock Lesnar is my pick to win the Universal Championship, and Goldberg is probably going to retire, like I said. So, I don't know. I just hope they do something different. Match number 2 for the WWE Championship, Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton. Now, this is a match I'm excited for because it's SmackDown. And no, it's not just because the SmackDown guys are good. It's just Bray and Orton, they've actually been hyping it up. I mean, ever since Orton turned on Bray and lit his house on fire with Sister Abigail inside, it was sweet. It was probably one of the best endings in SmackDown I've seen in a long time. So, I'm really looking forward to that, and I think Bray Wyatt's going to retain the WWE Championship. Now, for what I know, Bray Wyatt made his WrestleMania debut at WrestleMania 30 against Cena, lost. WrestleMania 31, he fought The Undertaker and lost. I don't think he even had a match at WrestleMania 32. Yeah, he had like a segment with The Rock, and then The Rock beat Eric Rowan in like a minute. Or it was like 20 seconds, not even a minute. And now Bray gets another match, and hopefully he can get his first WrestleMania win by beating Randy Orton for the title. And hopefully their feud goes on to whatever the next pay-per-view is. Backlash, I think it is, and then Raw will have Extreme Rules. So I hope the Orton and Wyatt feud continues up till then. So, I don't know, I'm looking forward to it. And then maybe, like, Orton and Bray have, like a Buried Alive match for the title at Backlash. That'd be sweet. But other than the WrestleMania match goes, Bray Wyatt's my pick. Next up for the Raw Women's Championship, we got Bayley versus Sasha Banks versus Nia Jax versus Charlotte. Not really hyped about this match, but if I were to pick Charlotte to win it back at WrestleMania 24, it's where Rick retired, and it's got to be special, and they're gonna make Charlotte win the title. So that's my pick for that. Another match. This one's a Raw match, which I'm actually surprised that I actually am very interested to see. Chris Jericho, the United States Champion, versus Kevin Owens, of course, for the United States Championship. Kevin Owens is my pick to win that match. It was destined to happen, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens. I mean, we all knew that it was going to eventually happen. We didn't know when. And WrestleMania was right around the corner. What a perfect time to do it. So, ever since I heard Goldberg was going to win the Universal title from Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble. Was that the Royal Rumble? I think it was. No, it was Fastlane, my mistake. So, yeah, ever since Goldberg won the Universal title, I kind of had an idea that Owens was going to eventually turn on Jericho, or Jericho would turn on Owens, whatever it was, vice versa. And they'd fight for the U.S. title at Mania, and sure enough, it's going to happen, and I'm looking forward to it. Kevin Owens is my pick to win, and thank you, Y2J, for winning the U.S. title for your first time in your career. Alright, so on to the Intercontinental Championship match. This match had like zero build up because I'm pretty sure Dean Ambrose hasn't even wrestled on SmackDown within the past 3 weeks. I could be wrong. I know there was a backstage segment where Baron Corbin put him under the forklift, and I thought that was hyping up a last man standing match for them, which I would have been excited to see, but since it's a regular match, I'm not really hyped at all. So it's Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin. Corbin's going to win the IC title. He's my pick, but I feel like this is going to be a very boring match. I'm not really looking forward to Baron Corbin versus Dean Ambrose. Sorry, but that's what I think. Next up, we got the Bullet Club, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows versus Enzo Amore and Big Cass versus Sheamus and Cesaro in a triple threat ladder match for the Raw Tag Team Championships. Well, interesting. I think Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows will lose the titles to Enzo Amore and Big Cass. I think they're going to win the ladder match at WrestleMania for the Raw Tag Team Championships. So, yeah. I knew there was going to be a ladder match at WrestleMania. I thought it was going to be for the SmackDown Women's Championship, but, I knew there was going to be a ladder match somewhere, somehow. So, yeah, I think Enzo and Cass are going to win the titles finally at WrestleMania. Gallows and Anderson are going to drop it. And Sheamus and Cesaro, I don't know. I like them both, Sheamus and Cesaro, ever since they became a tag team. But, I don't know. They already won the titles, so, yeah, there's that. Next up, we got a non-sanctioned match between Triple H and Seth Rollins. That meaning it's pending on whether or not Rollins will be actually cleared to compete. Well, cleared to compete. A lot of people believe that his injury is a storyline because why would Triple H attack him with an injured leg? If it was serious, they'd obviously keep Rollins out of it. So I think it's going to happen. I think Rollins and Triple H is going to happen at Mania, and Rollins is going to win, and that's probably going to be one of the best matches we'll see, and hopefully it does happen, but who knows. So Rollins versus Triple H. Where's Samoa Joe, by the way? Alright, so next up we got Shane McMahon versus AJ Styles. I'm actually excited for this one. I mean, yeah, I know Shane punches like a little kid, but it's going to be a fast-paced match for Shane. It's going to be a match he's never been in because, as we all know, AJ Styles, by far one of the greatest wrestlers in the world. He's going to step in the ring with Shane McMahon, and Shane, I don't know what's going to happen because, yeah, just hope it's a good match, basically on AJ's part. Shane, he'll screw up a couple things here and there, but, it'll be worth it. So, anyways, AJ Styles is my pick to win that match. Did I say Seth Rollins was my pick for Triple H? If they have their match. So, yeah, Rollins was my pick for that. If I didn't say that, I forgot. AJ Styles is going to beat Shane McMahon. He's my pick. I don't want to see this match. I don't want it to be The Undertaker's last match. Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker. If Roman beats The Undertaker, it shouldn't have been Roman to retire him, man. It should have been someone else. Like, if anything, Taker should have retired at Mania 30, but I can't see Roman retiring The Undertaker. I don't know. It is what it is if it happens. If Roman does it, he's going to get booed out of the building on Monday Night Raw next week. The Raw after Mania, of course. And if he's a face after that, then, then I'm a Patriots fan if that happens. But, yeah. I want Taker to win, but we all know Roman's going to do it. So Roman Reigns, unfortunately, is my pick for The Undertaker. I don't want it to happen, and I don't want Undertaker to get retired by Reigns, but that's what I feel like is going to happen, sadly. Next up, we got mixed tag team match. John Cena and Nikki Bella versus The Miz and Maurice. First of all, let me point out The Miz has been phenomenal, and that's now pun intended towards AJ Styles. The Miz has been awesome. There you go. That's the better word to use. His promos in the past few weeks and the total Bella's version of him and Maurice acting out as Cena and Nikki Bella, it was hilarious, and it's so overdue. But here's what I think is going to happen. A lot of people are probably thinking, oh, okay, Cena and Nikki are obviously going to win this. What I think is going to happen is Miz and Maurice win it, but at the end of the match, Cena goes up to Nikki and pops the big question. Will you become a part-timer with me? No, I'm kidding. Cena is going to propose to Nikki Bella at WrestleMania. It's been rumored that he was going to do it. I don't know why. It's a spoiler or rumor that he's going to do it, but I feel like they're going to lose the match, but in the end, Cena's going to propose to Nikki Bella, and who knows what's going to happen. And then, yeah. So I hope Miz and Maurice win. Next up, Neville versus Austin Aries. It's on the pre-show. Why? That's going to be probably one of the best matches we'll ever see. I'm picking Austin Aries to win the Cruiserweight Championship from Neville. Just get the seatbelt on, because that's going to be one heck of a match. Next up, Alexa Bliss defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against every SmackDown Women's wrestler on the roster. I don't know who's going to win it, to be quite honest. This is kind of like how the IC title match was for me last year. Like Zack Ryder, no one expected him to win it. That's what I think is going to happen with the SmackDown Women's Championship. Some diva who we least expect is probably going to win it. Probably Natalya, who knows. But yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen. I mean, Naomi just returned. I don't know if she'll win it or not, but we'll see. And finally, the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Who's going to win that? Braun Strowman. He's my pick to win the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. And is that on the pre-show too? I think it is. I don't know. What was Shaq going to enter it again? It was supposed to be Shaq versus the Big Show at Mania this year. Thank God that's not happening. But, yeah, Braun Strowman's my pick to win the Battle Royal. And this match isn't on the card, but it's a prediction. Who are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions the Usos going to face at WrestleMania? I feel like they're going to have an open challenge to a team that they've never faced before. And I'm going to end this video right now saying I think the Usos will get deleted at WrestleMania.